This is Madeira, a well-known hiker's heaven and a Portuguese jewel in the Atlantic Ocean. Offering up some of the world's most incredible cliffs, mystical mountains, and wonderful waterfalls, this small but mighty island is an outdoor lover's dream, which begs the question, what's it like to camp here? Come with us as we find out and show you some of the best wild camping sites we could find. Starting at Funchal Airport, we would be spending 11 days in Madeira, 4 of which we would spend wild camping. As we were also on vacation, the remainder of that time would be spent relaxing in and exploring from the comfort of a hotel. So, to get us around, we hired a car. We specifically hired from Mad Point because they allow rentals without a credit card. Car secured, we hit the road and kicked off our period of relaxation in this stunning hotel. As if the sea views weren't enough, this hotel also offered free use of an infinity pool, sauna, and hot tub. Over the next 3 days, we would use the hotel as a base to begin our exploration of the island. In this time, we took in the views from many miradouros, walked several lavadas, and explored some quiet corners of the island. Then, it was time. Camping was upon us. So, we grabbed one last warm shower before hopping back in the wagon to take on a mini road trip to the west of the island. Here, at the cliffs of Achadas de Cruz, we were greeted by a cable car. Our first campsite was somewhere at the base of these cliffs, and there was only one way down. As we made the 500-metre descent, our excitement and nerves began to build. Are you excited for this?
Yeah, really excited.
I'm a little bit nervous.
Why?
Because it's our first camp outside of Ireland. And, I mean, look at this. I mean, it's pretty remote. It's as remote as it comes.
Drop a pin, send it to my mom.
I do wonder if I'm going to open the tent at some point for like some little man who's down there like, hello.
One shot.
Coffee.
It's going to be a pretty cool night. The sun's just setting to my right hand side here. There's lizards scurrying everywhere on my left. The sea waves are crashing. It's warm. What more could you want? Well, there was one more thing we could want. Somewhere to pitch our tent. Thankfully, a short walk later, with a few scraped legs, we'd found the perfect place.
Good morning from our tent. The fly sheet isn't on properly because we went to sleep last night without it. We wanted a nice little view of the stars, which we got. And then around 1 a.m. we both woke up and we were like, what is happening? We were getting wet. It was raining. So he popped out and put it on in the dark by himself like a champ whilst I lay there trying to sleep. It still worked, so it's fine.
So the vents are no longer ventilated the tents. They now funnel water into the vents. Despite being rained on, we were in high spirits and eager to take on the day. But before we set off, we were sure to take care of personal hygiene. Then we packed up and we're on our way. Leave no trace, guys.
Peace.
Hopping back aboard the cable car, we decided that we would visit a very special location on the way to our second campsite. Leaving the sun behind, we drove into the mountains and were quickly enveloped by the typical Madeiran mist. We were very excited. These were exactly the conditions we were hoping for.
Where are we?
We're in Fanal Forest in Madeira.
Finally here.
We're finally here. And couldn't get better conditions, so I'm gonna go see what I can get before they clear up. Might have jinxed this. Fog's all gone. 10 seconds after I said I was gonna go take photos, fog cleared. But I think it's coming back in. Unfortunately for us, it was not to be. The fog never returned. We're now on our way to our second campsite, and we're a little bit tired. It's so high. We're camping on Pico, Arieiro. Is that right? Arieiro, yeah.
Sure.
Obviously, highest mountain in Madeira. Air's a bit thinner, at least it feels a bit thinner. Maybe I'm just not fit. But in typical fashion, it is completely
Blue sky.
yeah, leaving Ireland, we thought we would escape the clouds, bad views, cold weather. So we escaped the cold weather, but we brought the clouds with us. However, the forecast for tonight is clear. So hopefully by the time we set up camp and have some dinner and get relaxed, we'll have some views. If not today, tomorrow morning, hopefully we'll have a beautiful sunrise. Well, the clouds have now cleared and we're rushing to get to the top of Pico Arieiro to catch the last of the sunset. Almost there.
Almost there. Oh my god.
Woo.
Boop, boop.
Made it, finally. Got a little sunset.
Unreal.
There's some clouds over some parts of the island, but other than that, you can see pretty much everything. I'll do a little quick spin around. But wow, absolutely incredible. In fact, this mountain's so tall, you can actually, look at the shadow. You can see the shadow of the mountain, of the island cast out over the ocean. That is amazing.
Look what that is.
That is incredible. Unbelievable. It's one of the best things we've ever done, like, absolutely one of the best things we've ever done. We survived the night, but it was so windy that the wind kicked up all the dirt. Not only covered the outside of the tent, but somehow managed to cover everything inside the tent. It's actually quite hard to breathe in here, and it tastes of dirt. Yeah, having to put all our stuff away.
And it's so dirty, and we're dirty.
And we've 2 more days worth of camping at least to do, covered in dusty stuff. So wish us luck. How did you sleep?
Pretty good. I got 8.5 hours. I got the best sleep in the tent this trip rather than in the bed. That was really nice.
See, I'd say I got the worst. I was up at 2 a.m. until 4:30. I thought, do I just go out?
Oh, we're gonna get murdered.
Yeah, I'm going to get murdered. Or just go out before I get murdered and take some shots of the stars, because last night it was so clear, but now it's just
Not
absolute
as
cloudy.
clear.
Yeah, I mean, it's less than an hour after sunrise and the cloud just rolled in so quickly.
So quick.
Other than that though, the views this morning before the clouds rolled in were absolutely amazing. I'll show you some shots of the clouds forming into the valleys that actually they've been sucked down out of the
Yeah,
sky.
there was a little veil as well.
It's mad. But yeah, I'll show you some of those right now. Guys, thank you so much for watching this far. If you're enjoying the video, please don't forget to drop a like and a comment down below, because not only will that encourage us to make future videos, but it'll also help YouTube push this video out to a wider audience. Also, if you'd like to see what we get up to in the future, why not consider subscribing? Although we were only 2 days into our camping adventures, our night on Pico Arieiro left us feeling very grubby. So, we headed to the seaside town of Seychelles. Here, we relaxed on the black sand beach before freshening up in the natural shower. Then, after filling up on snacks and refreshments, there was just enough time to go on a few mini adventures before heading to camp number 3.
We are now on our way to what should have been camp number 4, but due to a change of plan, is now camp number 3. And we say we hope it'll be camp number 3 because we don't actually know if it exists as a camping spot. So fingers crossed, we'll be camping up here tonight and we'll have another lovely night under the stars. Well, there it is. The one camp we were dying to get up to do, and it was free. Yeah, I can't believe it. I can't believe there's no one else here, but this is our home for tonight.
5-star. Breakfast included.
Yeah. Last night was so cold that we're deciding to keep the outer on tonight. There's really nowhere to peg it in here. I mean, it's all rocky ground, but check this out. This is why I'm an engineer. This is why I'm a good engineer. A pile of rocks, angled the peg in such a way that it keeps it tight, solid. The sun's just about to rise now, and we were hoping we get it to ourselves.
Sight.
In hindsight, we were probably very naive to think we'd ever get this place all to ourselves, because we're camped right on the trail for the busiest hike in Madeira, the Pico to Pico hike. But nevertheless, didn't ruin the sunrise, and it definitely didn't ruin the experience.
Just enjoying sunset together. Me, him, and the drum.
What are we doing sitting in the shade, Rachel?
We're hiding from the sun because we want to start hiking Pico Grande, but it's too freaking hot. We're going to camp up there.
Yeah. Are you excited for it?
Mm-hmm.
Why excited?
I'm actually not. It's too warm.
Is it correct to say you are excited because we get to stay in a hotel after this? This is our last night camping. We finally get to shower.
I don't even care about going to sleep in a bed. It's the shower that I need.
The washing.
And so, under a baking sun, we waited and waited and waited.
Do you know what? This has easily been the most active period of my life. But I don't think I've lost any weight whatsoever. No idea why.
So, we've started. Woo.
Finally off. Without a doubt, the best hike I've ever done. It is just incredibly scenic.
Just beauty on beauties. Sunburn on sunburn. We love it.
Finding myself really struggling now. Really having to think about where I'm putting my feet. It's not help that the sun's right in front of us too.
Yeah.
It's really challenging. Flippy rocks the whole way up.
Thankfully, A few moments later, we'd reached the top.
Give us a little thumbs up, Rachel.
We'd both found scaling Pico Grande to be quite tough, something which wasn't aided by our heavy bags or the baking sun. Nevertheless, we recovered just enough strength to scale the very top of the mountain to enjoy one last Madeiran sunset.
Last camp in Madeira, done and dusted. This is the best hike in Madeira, and probably one of the best camp spots. Although you don't get any flat ground up here. Check this out. I just realised I'm covered in dirt, and that's from my head torch because all of our stuff is still covered in dust from Pico Arieiro. But it doesn't matter because look where I am. Ripping my alarm. So that was our last camp, Rachel.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I'm alright. That was a really good one.
Was pretty special. It's actually really special. There was like stars all night. It's probably the clearest night we've had in Madeira. I tried to get a Milky Way shot, but didn't work. But yeah, that's our last camp, done and dusted. Do you know how I feel? I mean, on one hand, I'm very excited to go into a hotel and get washed and go back to civilization and get food.
But on the other hand, I'm going to miss this. I'm going to miss Madeira. I'm going to miss not knowing exactly where we're going to sleep every night or if we're going to get to sleep at all. But all good things must come to an end.
I'm just admiring the view here, I'm sorry. I'm going to admire that view all day today, though.
Although we were sad to leave, we'd made some unforgettable memories over the past 4 days. So, to make our last breakfast just as memorable, we ate it on the summit of Pico Grande so that we could take in the mountain views and, of course, fly the drone one last time. Then, accepting that our adventure was over, we said our goodbyes.
Bye, Pico Grande, and goodbye, Madeira camping.
Hello, showers and beds.
Excellent.